manually. Since I alone will be checking the tasks, it will take some time. So try to move quickly. And after you have joined the other meeting, like instantly start sharing your screen. I'll discuss the tasks here first. Okay. So the first one, which is basically swapping two variables, but using a function. Since we want to swap the original variables, we need to pass their addresses. And once we have passed their addresses to the function, inside the function, it will be just 3 lines, just like we have done before. And what will it be? We can write, like we can have a temporary variable, integer temp is equal to dereference of A. Then we can write dereference of A is equal to dereference of B. And then we can write dereference of B is equal to temp. That's all we need to do. That's all for first task. Then the first task is over. We have done the swapping using pointers. Okay. In case of second one, it is actually basically not a task. It's basically printing for you guys to see what actually happens. What do we need to do? Since there are 5 different type of variables, we can define like 5 variables: character C, integer I, long LL, float FLT, and double DBL. And for each of them, we can also define 5 more pointers. So let's say PTR underscore C, PTR underscore I, PTR underscore LL, PTR underscore FLT, and PTR underscore DBL. Of course, they need to be of their proper respective type, like character pointer, integer pointer, long pointer, float pointer, and double pointer. Now, once we have done like this, what we can do, we can basically, for everything, we need to print something. I have said that in case of name, you should directly print it. So just print like C or whatever name you have given, directly print it inside the format string, you yourself. And then also print the type manually yourself. These two will be done manually. Afterwards, size, for size, you can just call off, like for the first variable C, we can call size of C, and it will return you 1. And for printing size, you can use the %ZU conversation specification is given in the hint. Afterwards, you want to print the address of that variable. For first case C directly, you can just write %P as conversion specification. And for printing the address, you can write and C. Now, to print the variable value is basically %C or %D or like LLD for long, or %F or %LF, or just %F actually works for both float and double for printing value. So you can do those format specification and just mention the name of the variable. They will be printed. It's simple. Afterward, if you want to like print the name of the pointer manually, like P underscore C, like just in the conversion specification. And the value of the pointer is basically writing the pointer itself, like %P. And then if you want to print the value of the pointer, which is actually the address of the variable it is pointing to, you can just write PTR underscore C. It will print the address. And finally, you want to print the value by dereferencing the pointer. So what you can do, you can basically write %CT or whatever the proper specification is, and you can write dereference of pointer underscore C, P underscore C, or P underscore I with dereference, and it will do the printing. Okay, just do it this way. It's for you to check how things work. Okay. The third task is basically getting the GCD and LCM at the same time. The task is pretty easy. You have done GCD before. Like if num1 and num2 are 2 things, the GCD is pretty simple. If num2 is 0, then GCD is num1. If num2 isn't 0, what you need to do, you can basically say that, okay, num1, the new value of num1 will be num2, and num2 will be previous num1 %num2. You need to have a temporary variable in the middle. Okay. So if you do that, like num1 is equal to basically num2, and num2 is equal to the previous num1 %num2. Okay. If you do that, like you can have like if you loop through that until it reaches like num2 is equal to 0, in that case num1 will be GCD. You just need to keep on looping. Okay. Thus, in that way, you can find the value of GCD. You have already done the task which required you to find the GCD, I believe. And once you have found the GCD, finding the LCD is pretty easy. You basically multiply the two numbers and divide by GCD. Like if we have 4 and if we have 10, their GCD is 2. We multiply 4 with 10. 4 into 10 is 40, and divide by 2, which is 20. That is the LCM. So LCM is equal to number 1 into number 2 divided by GCD of number 1 and number 2. That's pretty simple. Okay. Okay. Now for task number 1.4, I am pretty sure a lot of you are having problem in this one, maybe because you again forgot how to scan strings one by one. Otherwise, this shouldn't cause you much problem, because you can have a sufficiently large character array by using while ch is equal to getchar not equal to \n. You can like populate the password array, okay, with each of the characters that you have scanned. Also, you can store, also you can calculate the length of the password from there. Once you are done, once you pass it to the array, it's pretty simple. You just run a loop you just run a loop through each of the elements. Okay, for I is equal to 0, I is less than password, then I plus plus. And if password of like if password of I is equal to basically like basically you would set has a special and has digit, dereference them and set to 0, set them to 0 first. And while looping, if you find any digit, you can set like if the current character is a digit, you can set has digit to 1. And if you find that any character is special, you can set has a special to 1. The special characters are mentioned. They are dollars equal to minus and underscore. For them, you just need to check an if condition with like 4 or conditions, like if like current character is equal to dollar, or current character equal to the like the equal symbol, or they are equal to the minus symbol, or they are equal to the underscore symbol. In that case, has a special is equal to 1. However, in case of has digit, you can check it in two ways. One, you can write like if current character is greater than equal to character 0 with quotation mark, and then ch is less than equal to character 9. That's one way to check, because they are like one after another. Or you can use a function from C type, is digit. If you pass a character in is digit function, it will return 0 or 1. If it is a digit, it will return 1. If it is not a digit, it will return 0. That one thing you can use. So based on these two conditions, you can set the value of has special and has digit by iterating through each of the characters. Once you are done, you are done. You just need to do like based on the return value 0, or like based on, and then in case of printing, you just need to do two things. It's like if has a special and then has digit, then print strong password, otherwise print weak password. And the final one, max term, I think I have showed it to you in the class. Okay, finding the pointer to the maximum term. You pass the array, you pass the length, you write for I is equal to 0, I is less than length, I plus plus, like, and sorry, first what you can do, you can initially think that the 0th element is the maximum element, so you can have a pointer to it, like max pointer, like pointer, which is integer pointer, is equal to and array of 0. Now you run a loop for I is equal to 0, I is less than length, I plus plus, and you compare. If array of I is greater than, if array of I is greater than dereference of max pointer, in that case, max pointer is equal to and array of I. You do it, you do the loop, and you are done. Finally, you return the max pointer and you get a pointer to the maximum element. Okay, so are the explanations clear to everyone? Does anyone have any question? If not, I'll call you one after another in the other lab. Nafisa, please take rest. Nafisa, please take rest.
No, no. Okay, I will take rest, but okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I actually have dengue fever, so Ishak wants me to take more rest, but I can I can take half of
No,
them.
no,
Okay.
no, no. It's not necessary. By taking half of them, you might be able to take half of them right now, but in the process, you will like weaken your health, and as a result, you might like face problem taking your next classes. It's more important to take your classes than this lab. I can take care of this lab for now. Okay, so take rest. Thank you.
Okay, we'll talk about this later.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So I'll just call in the order that you have written in the chat for today. Okay, and quickly move to the other meeting, and then start sharing your screen. Okay, 9F Siddiqui, please move to the other meeting. Afterwards, Fardin Fayaz, please prepare yourself. Okay, I'll call you next. 9F Siddiqui, please move to the other meeting.
Yes, sir, I will be ready.
Fardin, move to the other meeting.
Yes, sir.
Kanato Samuruk, you're after this one.
Yes, sir.
Mosammed Zanatul, Zanatul, please move to the other meeting.
Yes, sir.